Hi, my name's Aaron. Thank you for your interest in our patented product, Safety Support. Our Safety Support system protects overhead doors from falling due to failures through the springs or cables. Safety Support has a lot of different applications. Some are to protect employees from falling overhead doors. Some can protect company assets. Today, we're going to take you through the installation process on site in Washington. If you received your system in a crate, then no assembly is required. If the supports are not assembled, use the supplied components to assemble the supports. Everything is marked. For example, AR mounts to AR, BR mounts to BR, so on. Let's move to the installation of the supports. Locate the right and left side supports. These are marked on the supports themselves and always marked as if you were looking at the back of the door from inside the building. Use a 1/2 inch thick block, or in this case, we use an adjustable wrench to set the support on as a spacer. This is critical. Once you do this, you can clamp the support in place. We use wood clamps. You want to be sure that you're securing the supports to the flat part of the track, not the angled or radius part. Once in place, use a Sharpie to transfer the hole pattern to the overhead door track. Use a 5/16 drill to drill the holes in the track. Bolt the supports to the track by using the button head bolt on the inside of the track. If the overhead door rollers are in the way to drill, open the door slightly or move the assemblies. Same process for both sides. Locate the side of the overhead door that has your 3-button switch. This will be the side of the door where you mount the limit switch. Open the overhead door. Using a Sharpie, transfer the holes on the limit switch mounting bracket and drill through the track using a 5/16 drill bit. Be sure to line the limit switch up to where there would be enough adjustment that the overhead door will trip the lever when fully open. Secure the limit switch bracket using 1/4 by 1 inch long button head bolts. When the bracket is secure, adjust the limit switch so the lever is tripped. Plug the limit switch into the 2-bank wire harness. Then run the limit switch wire along the track and down the wall to the 3-button switch. Be sure that the wire will clear the door when the door travels open and closed. Leave 5 foot of slack in the wiring. You can now close the door. Let's run the longer 6-bank wire harness. You want to leave 5 foot of slack at the 3-button box and then run the wire up over the overhead door springs and track to the opposite side of the door without the 3-button switch. There's no specific way to run this wire harness. Just run it the easiest way possible while making sure that the wire will not get cut or pinched with normal overhead door operation. Now you need to mount the control box arm to the track. We suggest mounting this at the same height as your 3-button box on the same side. Using our 4 wires, you will now connect our box to your existing 3-button box. Our white wire needs to connect to the wire that goes to your open button. Our black wire to your closed, red to your stop, and green to your common stop, which is located in the right side of the box. It's the only wire over there. Using a wire nut, you're going to connect your wires to our control box wires. Mount our box to the box arm previously installed using 1/4 supplied hardware. Plug the long side wiring harness into the first 6-bank plug on the bottom of our box. Plug the short side, 3-button side, into the second 6-bank plug and plug the limit switch into the 2-bank plug. Also plug in both sides of the actuator and prox sensor plugs located on both sides of the supports. Plug the box in and open the overhead door. Both supports should engage when the door gets to the full open height. If they do not, then the limit switch needs adjusted or is not plugged in. When the supports engage, check for alignment. Make sure our supports are positioned under the lip of the overhead door. If not, you may need to adjust the supports. Adjust by loosening the actuator bracket bolts and slide the actuator to adjust the support under the lip of the overhead door. Sometimes you need to back off the engaged prox sensor. It's the top sensor by the actuator. Once you are happy with the adjustment, tighten up the prox sensor. Adjust to where the prox sensor hits the bracket with some pressure. After these adjustments are made and you have a green light on the box, close the door. If the door does not close, then the retracted prox sensors need adjustment. The process is the same for this as the engaged prox sensors. Once the adjustments are made and our system is functioning correctly, further adjustments will not need to be made. Thank you for the purchase of your safety support system. If you have any questions on installation or troubleshooting, scan the QR code on the control box. Techs are available using the phone number on the website 24/7.